What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here with the first official look at the 2K21 Next Gen in-game gameplay. This is actual in-game. This isn't a trailer. They just dropped it minutes ago, and it's looking pretty crazy. 2K21 is really looking like the next-gen sports game to really be excited about right now. We'll talk about Madden in just a few minutes. We got some more information about that this morning as well, but they just released this in-game footage of the Warriors versus my New Orleans Pelicans. So, of course, we get to see Curry, we get to see Zion. You can see that there's a new announcer to start the game. We got Ali LaForce. Usually that would be David Aldridge. Kind of a meme at this point because everybody would just skip him at the beginning of the game because they want to just get right into the game. So it looks like Ali LaForce is now the new person we'll be skipping to get to the game. But you could see right off the bat, we already knew the graphics were going to be crazy judging by the trailer, but it's nice to see actual in-game footage because obviously it's not as overly produced as an actual trailer is. This, honestly, just off the looks, we already knew it was going to look amazing. And 2K21, I mean, they've been putting out tons and tons of info. This is already like the second little bit of gameplay that we've gotten, even though the first one was more of a trailer. But still, you know, they've been putting out multiple videos. They've been putting out tons of information every week, and there's still more to come. We know this is releasing at launch of the next-gen systems, which for Xbox, that's going to be November 10th, and for PlayStation 5, that's going to be November 12th. Now, the interesting thing is yesterday we talked about Madden and why haven't they put out any info yet. No gameplay footage. They put out a little bit of info months ago, but it was very basic info. It wasn't anything too crazy to really sink your teeth into yet, as we knew that would be coming closer to release. And I made a video yesterday, which I will link below in the pinned comment if you haven't seen it yet, pretty much going over why it looked like it was going to be delayed. You know, websites were reporting that it looks like Madden and FIFA are going to be delayed. They're not going to be launch titles for next gen because EA hasn't said anything yet. Well, just this morning, EA came out and did say officially that Madden and FIFA would drop on December 4th. So almost a month after the next gen consoles release, which we pretty much had kind of expected at this point because they've been so quiet. They also said that they are going to share details about it very soon. As you see the contact alley-oop there by Zion Williamson, I saw a lot of people comment on this saying this looks like it's going to be OP and it's going to make people mad. You know, that is Zion, however, so it's like, you know, maybe that's a Zion thing, but also maybe it's an animation thing because it just looked like one of those OP type animations. And we know with all these sports games, 2K, FIFA, Madden, animations are, you know, they override the game a pretty good bit. So, you know, those contact alley-oop dunks might wind up being a problem. Maybe it's just something right now they might tweak later, but I saw a lot of people mention that. It's definitely something to take note of. Now, they also said things like the neighborhood, or formerly known as the neighborhood, whatever the new version of that's going to be. They're going to talk about that soon. They're going to talk about My League soon. So tons of info for 2K21. You know, I'm low-key kind of excited that next gen Madden is coming out a little bit later because it's going to give me time to actually just play 2K21 and enjoy this game because it looks like they put a lot of work into it, I have to say. You know, and they've touched on a lot of things that they've done differently, rebuilt. Obviously it looks great, but you know, Madden and 2K and FIFA over these last few years, they've all been on a downward trend. Fans haven't been happy with the game, but it looks like 2K at least put a lot of effort into the next gen version of the game. And at least for us guys here that play mostly Madden, this gives you kind of an idea of at least what the game is capable of looking like for Madden graphically, maybe some of the movement, right? We know 2K usually does a little bit of a better job than EA, but it gives us an idea of what could potentially happen. Now, we're going to hear a quick word from today's video sponsor, and then we're going to cut to the developers breaking down this trailer and what to expect when you get the next-gen version of the game. Do you guys like listening to music? Of course you do. Who doesn't? And when you listen to music, you want some really good quality earbuds. The problem is most of these cost about $200, maybe even more, which is ridiculous. That's where Raycon comes in, today's video sponsor, a company that was founded by Ray J with the goal of delivering premium wireless sound that beats the competition in quality but costs about half the price. Their latest model, the Everyday E25 earbuds, is their best yet. These things come with 6 hours of playtime per charge, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a compact design that gives you a noise isolating fit. This is what I use when I jog now. A big selling point of these to me is the fact that they do not fall out of your ears easily. No matter what you do, they stay locked in. And for me, other earbuds just fall out my ear extremely easy, and that's why I can't really use anything else. And the fact that these cost half the price make it even better. They also come in a ton of cool colors, so you can pick the exact style that you like. Stop overpaying for good high quality earbuds and click the link in the description to go to buyraycon.com/Rayweather for 15% off of your order.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Eric Benish, executive producer for NBA 2K21.
And I am Mike Wang, the NBA 2K gameplay director, aka Baluba.
And before I can even say anything, we've already loaded the game. We're in gameplay, just like that. It's that fast. Here we're getting a good look at Lower Bowl right away. You can see all of the players, the staff of the arena, like the security guards, the referees are warming up, all of the coaches are huddling. It's just an incredible coming together in real time of all. And there's Ali LaForce right there on the screen. You see so much new content in the game this year that Lower Bowl, I'm just so impressed by what the team did, making the arenas come alive.
And definitely something we could never do on the current gen.
Absolutely. Like the next gen hardware, it opens so many doors for us for what's possible, not just for the presentation element we just showed there. It affects everything, like how great the players look, how realistically they move, the lighting, the reflections. Just, I know a lot of people like to make fun of it, but honestly, the sweat looks incredible.
I love the sweat.
I do too. The overall look of the game is true next gen to me, and that's something I'm very, very proud of.
Yeah, big shout out to the R team. They really stepped up and did some great work this year.
For sure. So, like I was saying, this is our real first look at real gameplay, just unedited, raw gameplay.
Yeah, and I think, we showed a very short clip earlier on this year, and we showed this camera, and this is a camera that we talked about, Eric, when we were watching some of the games in the bubble. They were showing this camera view from the floor that we really liked. So we thought it would be good to show off the visuals, and it's kind of fun to play in something real close like this.
Yeah, I love this rail cam. For me, like showing off the visuals was so key to our next gen experience, and bringing the camera closer to the actors, putting it lower to the floor. It brings a whole fresh new perspective to the NBA game. Like I've been, playing this game here as an employee for over 18 years, and I feel like this year, it's amazingly fresh to me, and I can't wait to come to work every day to play it.
Absolutely. And there was a quick look at the one of the new green flashes you'll see. When you get a green, people love their green releases.
You're probably hearing a new announcing crew actually going on right now. We actually have a complete, second commentary team into the game this year. So whenever you're that was awesome.
Big.
So whenever you're playing the game, you can get one of two actual commentary crews, and this one's headed by Brian Anderson, doing the play-by-play. We have Grant Hill doing color, and I know you saw Ali LaForce earlier. She's the sideline reporter for this crew, and they can be joined by our large number of guest commentators we have. It's really impressive what the audio team has done. Just having different dynamic crews kind of come into your games and, commentate them, so each experience is unique.
Yeah, and just to go back to that last possession too, just that was something you talked about in the blogs, was the ability to do contact alley-oops this year. That's our new impact engine at work, and it's really nice because you don't feel snatched into these things, but you get some really nice contact at the rim that we didn't have before. So we're really excited about that.
Like one thing you added, Mike, this year that I really, really enjoy is honestly like the foot planning kind of tech you have in the game.
Sometimes you can't even really appreciate it until you compare side by side current gen and next gen. But if you just watch the players' feet, you can see them taking steps, and that's something that they were sometimes would slid around and wouldn't look as good as we could have made it. So.
Yeah, I mean we have so much more we can and want to talk about, but honestly, we just wanted to give you a couple of minutes of gameplay. I want to thank everyone for watching this, for following us for all these years, for supporting us on the next gen. We have so much more to show you. We have WNBA beats coming up about the W. We have My NBA, and more on the mode formerly known as the Neighborhood. So stay tuned, and I promise you are going to enjoy it. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.